the pump price of petrol now, I understand, is about 500 and something naira. Now, here is what is going to happen. Nigeria's economy depend mostly on road transportation.
Exactly.
The rates are yet to pick up, especially for the common man. Now, bringing tomato from rural areas to the cities, or even from the farm to the marketplace, goes by road. Okay, virtually everything we do go by road. So with this hike in pump price, there will be a hike.
It's going to affect.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There will be a hike in cost of transportation. There will be a hike in cost of commodities. There will be a hike in cost of services and the rest of them. Question then you should ask yourself: is there a corresponding hike in the per capita income of the average Nigerian?
Wow.
Is there a corresponding hike in the salary of these people? Take for instance a man who lives in Mararaba or even in Masaka of Nasarawa State, the sister state to Abuja, or even in Suleja or Mina of Niger State, sister state to Abuja. Now commutes from these places, probably before today he was spending maybe to and fro 1,000 naira to come to work in the city center in Abuja, and perhaps his salary is about 65,000-70,000. Now, what has happened is that there will be a more than 100% increase in what he spends per day. The increase did not affect his income. He has school fees to pay, children's school fees to pay perhaps he has house rent to pay, he has medicals to take care of, he has all the necessities to take care of. His expenditure has increased without a corresponding income.
That's true.
So what are we looking at? We are looking at a downward trend on the poverty slope. And unfortunately, if the government does not wake up on time to put economic measures in place, something like creating employment, cushioning this effect, we are going to see a spike in social anomalies. Crime will increase. A whole lot of things will happen. I just hope we don't get to that part of the border.
I just hope so too. And as Nigerians, let's keep praying and hoping that our leaders will be able to take right decisions that will, of course, affect Nigerians positively. Now, let me come to you, Chief Ochayi. You are in Nigeria. You've been in this very city, and since the pronouncement by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a few days ago, how has the situation been like for you? I mean, what are your experiences out there?
Amunde, it's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I had Johnson going deep into analyzing some of the consequences of what people are facing in this town. See, he has touched almost part of it, but I think the pronouncement came at a very wrong time. Wrong time in the sense that if I were him, there are basic things that I felt as the president of the country and the commander that he could have looked into before coming to remove subsidy. Of course, subsidy is a thing that if basic things are put in place, that for me, I would say is good to be removed.
Exactly.
But as it stands, no functional refinery across the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. And all of us are aware that this is the only thing that holds our economy.
Yes.
The 30% minimum wage. I bet you, Amunde, go across the 36 states of this country. How many states are paying this money? Few states cannot be able to afford this money, and you are coming to hike the price again. That is to say, the ordinary man, the whole thing will tell on the ordinary man, not the elite. He, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by the grace of God, the president today, he will not spend 1 naira from his pocket. The federal government will take care of him. He foot all his bills. But what of those ones that are very, very underprivileged? They have access. They don't have access to any medical care. They don't have access to anything. So how do they cope up? Of course, back to the question I asked. In the day that this pronouncement was made, hours after, people started hoarding fuel. Filling stations started closing down.
That's another issue. Case
hours, not even a day. Hours. Instantly.
Immediately.
Hours.
Exactly.
Immediately.
That's a Nigerian culture. I don't really know.
So I mean, there's no checkmate. There's no checkmate.
And then as Casey, let me come to you. There are regulatory agencies that are expected to go around the filling station to see, but then we haven't really seen much of them. If at the Federal Capital Territory here, we haven't really seen regulatory agencies, trying to checkmate the activities that are going on, then you imagine what will happen at the states. You understand? So we've always had these problems. Once the pronouncement, of course, you know that the present products had already been subsidized. So why
hold them?
Yes, you understand.
Why increase the price?
You understand. So that's the major challenge, and it comes down to the regulatory bodies who are, of course, not doing their job.
You see, for me as an individual, I see it that it will take a while for normalcy to return, and then for this administration to begin to get people to do the right thing.
Exactly.
If indeed it is interested in that.
Yes.
In the immediate past administration, so many things went wrong. So many things. It was like a jamboree just for anybody to do whatever they want to do. There were no stringent measures. People do things and get away with them. People do things in the immediate past administration and get away with them. So there's a mindset in place already. And you see, most of these things happening is to test the will and resolve of the president.
Exactly.
He just took over on Monday. Today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's 2 days after his inauguration.
Yeah.
People are testing the waters. That's what they do.
Let's see how
if he's strict enough.
Exactly.
If he's man enough
to take some
to put us in our position.
Yes.
That's what they're doing. Now, I was glad when soon after he made that pronouncement that I say is not strategic in communication. Soon after he made that pronouncement, and then things went down the hill, he was quick enough through his media handler to say, look, I might have said this, does not mean it is to be implemented immediately. So there's no need for panic buying.
But still, does it really make any difference?
That's the danger. That's the danger. As a leader at that level,
yes,
you need to be careful with what you say and your body language.